working with dozens of persons who have sat for and passed the ASVAB exams, I've come to realize that the difference between those who do well and those who fail does not really lie on academic ability alone. Yeah, that's important, but it mostly lies on their understanding of the basic topics in mathematics. For many persons who contacted me after they sat for the ASVAB exams and failed initially, interacting with them, I discovered that the reason they failed was not because they are not intelligent as individuals, but because they have forgotten some basic topics in maths. Some of these persons have left high school for 10 years, 15 years, some even 20 years. So they might have forgotten some of these topics like fractions, decimals, factors and multiples, area of 2D shapes, volume, angles. These basic topics are foundational if you want to do well in the ASVAB exams. And many of these persons have forgotten it. So it's not surprising that they ended up failing the test initially. So once I observe this deficiency, we always go to work on these topics. And once we work on these topics, probably for 1 or 2 weeks, you discover that the same person who was struggling at the beginning of the tutoring program is now doing very well. And this entire process transforms them. That's the most important part. I begin to see a change in their confidence. If you're struggling with either maths knowledge or arithmetic reasoning, the problem might not be in your ability to understand maths, as many persons assume. The problem might be because you have forgotten some of the basic topics in mathematics. And that is what you need to focus on. And if you're still struggling, maybe you're trying to go back to those topics and you don't understand it, then you can contact a tutor. If you have 1 or 2 friends who are also preparing for the exams, you guys can come together and maybe create a study group. So that can also help you to achieve your target. But remember, being good at the basics is the foundation for excelling in the ASVAB exams. Once you get good at the basics, 3 things will happen. 1, your confidence will increase, which is very important for these exams. 2, your speed will increase. You'll begin to solve questions faster. And then 3, your accuracy will increase. And once these 3 parameters increase, you're going to do well in the ASVAB exams. As you put in the work, I expect to hear good news from your end. Have a wonderful day. Bye.